Hey guys, here we go into this week's video of We Fight How We Train for Pacquiao versus Spence, and we're going to be taking a look at Errol Spence kind of learning the pendulum uppercut kind of move, and he's going to be learning the pendulum step so he can close the distance against his opponent, but right now he's learning to do that off of the body shot, so it's going to be the right hook to the body, and he's going to be looking to jump into, after throwing the shot, jump into an advanced position on his opponent, so he can set up a left hand, a big sweeping left hand. So we're going to kind of take a look at him practicing that. So here he is shooting that shot. Now watch his hips. He's going to be shuffling forward just a little bit, moving into that left hand right there. Let's just go ahead and watch that one more time. Boom. As he's jumping forward, he starts penduluming forward into his jab. Now he leans all his weight to the front foot so he can sweep his weight into this left uppercut. And that allows him to keep his momentum into this pendulum left hand, okay? And he's going to practice a couple more variations here as he tries to get his weight to the front foot. He's going to be leaning to the front foot here with the jab, and then leaping into that kind of pendulum left hook, and then or left cross or jab or whatever, and then into this one right here, leaping into this again, the uppercut kind of like motion, right? Where he uses that motion to kind of keep his weight going and his momentum. And this is kind of like the beginning of like pendulum boxing, right? And he's kind of getting one punch each pendulum, right? It's a pretty good routine, and it's something new that we're getting to see in his routine that he's adding to it. Normally when he gets on the line, he moves straight back off the line, but this time he's learning to come forward in an aggressive manner using the pendulum step, right? And actually the pendulum step is the key to being an aggressive fighter. If you don't have a good pendulum step, you'll never be a good aggressive fighter. The pendulum step is how you generally get lead foot dominance, orthodox versus southpaw, or in the open stance matchup. Now, here we're going to take a look at him trying to practice that against one of his most recent sparring partners, okay? So here he is throwing the left hook, and he's going to throw the uppercut to the body, right? Or the left hook or the right hook to the body. And as he does that, he looks to pendulum on his opponent, okay? Very, very, very important. Now, I know this guy that he's fighting is not even in the southpaw stance right now, but this is the most recent. Again, boom. And now he's penduluming at the same time he does this move, okay? It's a very, very aggressive move, especially because he's so vulnerable when he throws the body shot here. So penduluming off this punch is a really interesting tactic, okay? We're going to take a look at him try to do that a couple more times. But he's going to be doing it here. As you see here, he gets his weight to the front foot, shoots that shot, and then starts penduluming into this left hand up top, okay? So again, just like he practiced it on the mitts, jumping with this shot, and then stepping into this big punch here at the same time. And the root of this combination, right, in the sequence of moves, again, is the right uppercut here, and then he pendulum steps here to jump into his momentum into this left hand here. Again, let's just take a look at it one more time on the pads. Thank you, behind the gloves, but here he is, boom, uppercut, right there, pendulum step into the left hand. Now this is actually a very similar thing that Manny Pacquiao likes to do as well, as he's a very aggressive fighter. He's got a decent pendulum step. Manny Pacquiao, well, anyway. It's a very similar move that he actually learned to, that he used to knock down Keith Thurman. Now, we're going to take a look at it here. A little bit more different of an angle here. Thank you, this chief, for that clips here. But here, he's going to, in this same position here, okay? He's leaning on the front foot. Look at how open he is. Look at where his hand position is, okay? This is a very, very dangerous punch and a very, very dangerous technique that he's learning right now with the pendulum step. And it's very important that you learn to set these positions up, you learn to feint and probe, and you learn to protect these positions, and you learn to protect these movements, okay? Because right now, he's about to pendulum step in front of his opponent, right? And you see how dangerous that move is to just do that in front of your opponent right after throwing the left hand? Boom. Even though he's controlling the space a little bit with this right hand, right? Boom. Jumping forward like that into your next punch is very, very dangerous. And taking a look at the hand positioning, the head positioning, and overall body mechanics of Errol Spence, I'm seeing that he's learning this move maybe for the first time. And Manny Pacquiao is not the kind of person you want to be practicing this against. So he's on the right track, but there is definitely some things that he needs to iron out if he's going to make this technique work, and not wind up like, Bektamir, right? Fighting Rosado, trying to jump into his punches, right? Again, it's a very, very dangerous technique, and if you're not feinting and probing and setting your punches up, and you're not moving your head, this technique can wind up getting you knocked out. But Spence is the big guy. If he doesn't wind up getting him knocked out, it will certainly wind up being what knocks out Pacquiao.